What's up? What's going on? Welcome back into the Putback Podcast with Tyler and Cole. Before we get things started today, I want to make sure you check out our Twitter and our Instagram. They are linked below if you're on YouTube. If you're on one of the podcast platforms,
They're also
they are? They're on there? Okay. You can find them in there too. Or you can just listen to us. It's on Twitter, it's podcast podcast Putback.
If you go to the search bar, you just type in Putback Podcast, it'll still come up with the same thing.
But what's the handle?
Oh, it's at Podcast Putback.
At Podcast Putback.
I don't know why. Twitter's.
And then Instagram is just Putback Podcast, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Straight up normal.
So, grab that rebound, dunk it.
Hey, that's what's up. All right. With that said, so if you guys don't know, we distribute through Anchor. It's also the platform we upload on. You guys have and can listen to our podcast on YouTube, Anchor, and Spotify. With that said, we recently got approved for some more platforms, so you guys get to pick whatever you guys want. So not only are we on Spotify, we're now on Pocket Cast, which I'm gonna be straight up with you. I have no idea what that is. I checked all of them out to see what it looks like on the other websites. And what it did is, since we've been on Anchor for 3 episodes, it actually took all of our episodes and backdated them. So if you guys haven't gotten a chance to listen to them, we're backdated up to 4 episodes now on all these platforms: Pocket Cast, Radio Public, Breaker, and then Google Podcasts as well for anybody that listens to podcasts on Android. I guess I have an iPhone.
And if you're wondering why you would want to go and listen to an old podcast, because it's news updates and stuff. Last week we picked playoffs.
We did do our playoff predictions, yeah.
So you can go check that out.
And also, I work an 8-hour day.
I work a 10-hour day.
So, these podcasts end up being 30 to 45 minutes. You can run through like 3 or 4 of them, and days have gone. So, there's that. We're going to hop right into the podcast now. So, we have a couple of news pieces that we're going to get into, and then I actually only have one news piece. Because I have the Giannis thing, but you have the Giannis thing.
You do the Giannis thing.
And then I have the special of our episodes. We're going to do a franchise builder. It's an image I found on Google search. All you do is build your own NBA team with $15. Search that, pick an image, and you're done. And we're going to build our own NBA franchise for $15. Now, if I could pay any of these guys for $15 to come to the park with me, what are you doing? I forgot what side of that string, what side of the jacket that string belonged to. If I could pay any of these guys $15 to come to the park with me, I would never lose, but it is what it is.
$15.
Dude, if I could pay Kawhi $4 to come to the park with me, it's a wrap. And I'll be the $1 guy. Like, it's cool. I'll build
$1. I'll give you a nickel.
25 cents.
Give you a nickel.
I'm 6'4", it's at least 25 cents. The height gets me at the park. I'm good.
Oh man,
are we playing shooting guard?
Wasn't it Andre Drummond that dressed up as a grandpa and went and dominated some people?
I believe it probably was something he would do.
Can't remember who that was. Anyway,
so let's hop into the podcast. So we have James Harden telling Giannis Antetokounmpo that he has no skill. Now here's 3 statistics that I want to bring up, and then we'll also acknowledge the fact that he's 7 foot and dribbles the ball like a point guard, realistically. He's not doing all that fancy stuff, but he handles the ball pretty well. He can also get across the court in 5 dribbles. So there's that. But Giannis, 5.5 assists per game, playmaker skill, bam. 13.5 rebounds. I don't care how tall you are. Brook Lopez is 7'1" and averaged 5 rebounds a game on the Nets for like a 4-year career. So it doesn't matter how tall you are if you don't know how to rebound the ball. Giannis has that ability. He's like a Dennis Rodman, if Dennis Rodman was 6 inches taller. And then the last one. This isn't great shooting percentage, but Giannis shoots about 32% from the 3-point line, which means he can kind of shoot just a little bit. It's slightly below league average, but league average is point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Giannis is 7 foot, so he's the size of a center. He actually plays power forward, and he's shooting just below league average, considering you have Curry, Clay, Duncan Robinson, like all these guys contribute to that league average. I think that's pretty solid.
Man, Giannis is doing a great job, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand why James Harden basically said he has no skill. Because dude's a monster. If height is all you needed to be great in the NBA, Taco Fall would be the best player.
Facts. Facts.
Not Steph Curry, not Giannis, not anybody else.
Brooke Lopez. What? Oh, hold up. Never mind.
You're giving an example of the wrong type here, bud.
No, not Steph. LeBron. He's only 6'8".
Yeah, LeBron, Luka.
Guys that have skill
Yeah.
and that aren't freakishly tall. I mean, 6'8" is still
Yeah,
pretty
Taco Fall would be the best player in the NBA.
facts.
So, no.
If anybody remembers Tim Billar from a few years ago, that guy would have been a monster. He was 7'5" and 340 pounds.
I'm thinking that I think James Harden called out Giannis saying something like that basically because Giannis didn't pick him for the All-Star game. And Giannis said something to the fact that he didn't want to pick him particularly because he wanted a passer. And now James Harden averages some assists. He's good at that. But I just think it was English isn't Giannis's first language thing. I don't think he was trying to take shots at him.
Well, I guess this has been a thing that's been going on along for a while, like Giannis versus Harden. 'Cause that's
Really?
that's what I'm seeing from like the reports is that like it's been a silent feud for years. And the only thing that I can like real Giannis threw a ball at James Harden's head. That's about all I got. That's literally all I got. I'm like, I don't know what silent feud you're referring to.
Yeah, I don't understand what the big deal is, but I don't understand why he would do this over that.
I have no clue.
But most of the people in the NBA seem like they're pretty cool with each other.
Yeah.
So this is just
friendly league.
out of there. But James Harden does have... I'd say James Harden's more skilled shooter than Giannis. Probably better with the ball.
I think James Harden's more... I think James Harden's a more skilled player than Giannis, honestly. Discarding the height because James is 6'5" and Giannis is 6'11", or 7 foot. Discarding the height, James Harden is more skilled, but that's not to say Giannis has no skill. I think that's where the problem, in my opinion, lies, is that James Harden is extremely skilled, and Giannis is extremely skilled. James Harden might be more skilled, but that doesn't mean Giannis has no skill in comparison.
Yeah, if he would have said it doesn't take a lot of skill, I don't think the internet would have as much of a problem. But saying Giannis has no skill is a big problem.
Yeah.
Because James takes a lot of fouls. Like
Oh,
no,
that
you
has no
fouled me.
skill.
You fouled me. Okay, you can make free throws. Good job, bud. But yeah, just if you would have said that it takes very little skill, I don't think anybody would have that big of an issue with it because it doesn't take a lot of skill to dunk when you're 7 foot tall.
No, and his standing reach is ridiculous.
Yeah, he's got big ass arms. But yeah, that's my biggest problem with it is that he said he has no skill.
Yeah.
Because Giannis has skill. James Harden has skill. I don't understand why you guys are...
If no skill was something you can get in the league with, there's only 300 some jobs, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like, you have to be skilled to have one of those 300 jobs when there's 7... How many people are on this planet?
8 billion. And, yeah. He's guarded by 7 foot tall people, too. It's not...
He is.
It's not like he's being guarded by Isaiah Thomas.
That takes no skill.
No, that takes...
I'm with that.
Alright,
Moving on. So the next piece, oh, my bad. We're trying to add a new format here.
Okay. Who will be the better player at this point next season? Do you think it will be Ja, or do you think it will be Zion? Zion. Why is that?
So Ja is growing, developing, but so is Zion. And Ja has had the whole season up to this point. Zion has not. He's played 20 games, something like that.
But don't you think that will be a benefit towards Ja? He'll have more experience than Zion?
Not really. Like, you figure the difference between Ja and Zion is 40 games, realistically, something like that. Like
something to that effect.
Zion's played 20 games. We're like 60 games in a season, so 40 games. By the time
Zion's only played like 12.
Oh, wait, you're right. No, he's played like maybe 14. Anyways, the point. I think with off season, they're both gonna have their time to develop, and Ja's gonna need to work on some things. Most of what I think Ja Morant's problem is, truthfully, is that he's not heavy enough. Like, he almost posted AD, and I
love that.
I swear, if he had 10 more pounds more of muscle, he's throwing AD. Like, AD already hit the ground, but if he had 10 more pounds of muscle, then he's booming on AD. I think Ja needs to gain some weight, maybe learn to shoot a little bit better, But like Zion's shooting 42% from 3 this year. Did you know that? 41.7%.
That's pretty good.
So like Zion's got that skill, and he's gonna have that to go. But Zion had that time in the beginning of the year to develop a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I do think Zion's gonna be better. Zion's better right now. Zion's averaging over 20 points a game. Ja's averaging 17.5. Here's what I'm gonna say. Okay. Zion also has pieces around him that make him that way. Like, Ja has good teammates, I'm sure. He's got Jonas Valanciunas on the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that dude got like 24 rebounds the other night. That's crazy.
Jonas?
Yeah.
He is a monster. Zion has Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball.
Why do you skip the J on his name, by the way?
Ja?
Jonas.
Jonas?
Jonas.
I don't know. Jonas Brothers. Zion has good playmakers around him. Ja is the playmaker. So I feel like there's different roles as far as comparison goes. But there's a lot more things in New Orleans that grab attention that other than Zion Williamson. Whereas in Memphis, Jonas Valanciunas is what grabs people's attention in Memphis. So I don't know. My money's still on Zion. Now, who's gonna be best out of Zion, Ja, and Luka? Is still Luka.
Yeah. But I think I'm gonna have to go the other way on that. I think Ja's gonna put some weight on this season, build those muscles, get those gains, and I think he's just gonna start running through people.
I think if he hit 200 pounds, he'd be a monster.
Yeah.
Because he's like 175 or 180 right now.
If he gets a little more on his vertical, he's gonna look like Vince Carter.
I don't think he needs more on his vertical, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, he didn't make it over 80. I don't know if he did that on purpose or not.
No, he couldn't get through 80. 80 was too far out. 80 fell, but he had to... Like, have you ever seen a Blake Griffin dunk?
Yeah.
Where he throws it in the rim instead of dunks it?
Yeah.
That's what Ja signed up for. 80 was too far out. 80 actually, attempted to challenge Ja. And Ja just had to throw it and hope that it went in. And he's a little too out of control. I think the muscle would help push through 80 a little bit better, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we don't know who's going to be better next season, but I'm thinking it's going to be Ja because of all the extra experience he has. Now, if you ask me in 2 or 3 years who's going to be better, it's probably going to be Zion.
Yeah, I agree with that. Zion's got skill, apparently. He's got a lot of skill.
Assuming he doesn't hurt himself.
Well, the whole new kinetic chain of walking or something that they taught him while he was out.
I think he still needs to lose a couple lbs, but I mean...
He's like 270, 280. I think he needs to get... If he got to 260, he'd be all right.
Yeah.
So...
I think he's just going to hurt himself with all the weight because, 260, 270 pounds coming down on those knees. How many other times?
I'm 335 and getting out of a chair hurts, so I know where the problem is. And Zion's taller than me, so joints have been through a little bit more than mine have. So, moving on is actually a Zion topic.
Oh, is it?
This is a fun fact of Zion.
Nice transition.
Thank you. I didn't know it was going to work like that. I'm glad it did. Zion, there are 2 people in the history of the NBA, and this is one of those dumb Sports Center stats that they put up in the corner, like, da-da-da. Like, we didn't need to know that, but now we do. He's one of the 2 people in the history of NBA to have 4 consecutive games as a rookie, shooting over 57% and getting 25 points a game. There's only one other person in the history of the NBA that's gotten 25 points on 57% shooting as a rookie in the history.
I'm going to guess it's LeBron.
It's Michael Jordan, actually.
Sweet, yeah.
Close
Jordan's better, bro. Let's not get into that topic.
I'm not debating Jordan, LeBron, or Kobe, or who's the GOAT anymore, since Kobe. I was trying to figure out why you got out of scene to drink water earlier. I was like, I'm just going to down some Gatorade right in front of everybody. I could care less.
No sponsorships. Anyway.
Sports beverage. Get yours now.
Anyway, moving swiftly onward. So, our next topic is MVP. Who do you think will be the MVP at the end of the season? Right now, the rankings, this was as of Friday.
Okay.
Top 10 were Giannis, LeBron, Harden, Kawhi, Luka, Jokic, Jason Tatum, AD, Jimmy Butler, Pascal Siakam, and Russell Westbrook are tied for 10.
Giannis. Back to back, baby.
Look at you picking number 1. How easy. Anyway.
All right, we need to take a pause.
I don't think it's...
Huh? I have to shit. I'll be honest with you. I'm sorry.
Better take a fast shit, dude.
That's so nice that you can pause it, though, isn't it? We're good.
Is it going?
You see the timer in the bottom right?
No, I don't.
70, and then if you hold up, look back, it's gonna make my life a whole lot easier.
All right. Anyway, so
that's what I'm gonna do next time.
we're gonna start from the bottom, then we're gonna go to the top. Russell Westbrook. I don't think he's gonna get it because he just started doing good now that Clint Capella's gone. He was doing all right before, but it wasn't MVP numbers.
Right. I'm with that.
And I don't. Another reason he won't get it is because he's on the same team as James Harden. They don't like that. That's why Steph and Clay were like, no, you're not allowed to have it a few years ago. Remember?
Yeah.
All right. Pascal Siakam. I don't think he has the name recognition yet, and
he's not there yet.
He's not there yet. He's definitely Toronto's MVP, but...
Oh, 100%. But he's not. He's just not where he needs to be yet to be receiving MVP trophies. Maybe like 2-3 years he'll be there, but right now
we'll see. Number 9 was Jimmy Butler. No. Jimmy Butler's not getting it. No offense to Jimmy Butler, but
I don't think Jimmy Butler's had MVP reasoning since he was in Chicago.
Yeah, so I'd have to agree with that one because
it's like 6-7 years ago.
He's good, but he's not MVP good.
No, he's not. He's not back there.
Anthony Davis. I don't think Anthony Davis is going to get it because the same reason that Westbrook's not going to get it. He plays with LeBron. I think that's just like LeBron's going to get it over him if anybody from the Lakers gets it.
Right. Him or Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso. Anyway.
It's an NBA community meme. Don't worry about it. Football players. Gosh.
I'm gonna hit you with a hammer. Jason Tatum.
Not there yet. Another great player, but he's not there yet.
Yeah, he's really good.
Phenomenal.
I don't know if they're thinking of him as an MVP yet. Nikola Jokic.
Nope. Just straight up not good enough.
I don't think the NBA will give it to him anyway.
Nah. If anybody on the team would get an MVP, it'd probably be Jamal Murray.
Probably. All right, let's try not to be biased here. Luka.
It's hard not to be biased. Luka too young.
Too young?
Yeah, that's my reason. He's good.
Yeah, he has 12 triple-doubles this season.
He's good. He's definitely good enough for MVP, but he's too young, and there's more names in the league.
Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard should not get it. Load management.
That's some bullshit. I hate load management. That's some BS, bro.
Like, if he's injured, if you're injured, say you're injured. Say you're resting something. Just
be a man.
Load management.
Be a man, Kawhi.
Don't talk to the fun guy like that.
Don't ever say that again. What's next?
Let's see here. Number 3 is James Harden.
Nope.
I don't think he's going to get it because Westbrook's on his team.
I don't think he should get it because anybody that averages 30 points, but 10 of them are free throws, shouldn't get a fucking MVP trophy.
Yeah, you make a good point. MVP is.
It's not even like 10 attempts where he shoots like 70%. No, he goes to the line and he shoots like 14, 15 free throws a night.
He's good. I just don't think I don't think his play is MVP quality.
No.
Like, I think you need to play a little bit of defense for that, don't you?
He doesn't do bad on defense. Averages like a steal. He's not bad. I think all of his steals are luck, but he's not bad. He's just known as a defensive liability.
You just don't think he's got MVP in him, huh?
This year, James Harden's played better defense, and let me tell you why. Because in past years, he made a mention as to why he didn't play defense as intensely. That's because the offensive load was all on him. That was true. You think Chris Paul really didn't do much? Dwight Howard, when he was there, was honestly just a placeholder and like $15 million down the drain. But now he's got Westbrook, and he had Capella. When he had those teams, he was able to put the energy in both sides of the floor. So This year he's been a lot better at defense. In general, I still don't think he deserves it though. He averaged 11 points a game off free throws. You need to go to hell. With your fucking beard. All right.
I'd say that's a cold take, but you used hell. So that's kind of a hot take. Anyway.
That was so corny. Anyways.
Yeah, you can cut that out if you want to.
No, it's staying in.
No.
You're getting embarrassed.
Yeah,
and that might be the Instagram clip too.
I swear to God, I will unsubscribe.
From your own podcast. Who's next? LeBron?
Number 2 is LeBron James.
Too old.
Too old.
No, so I think the league has strayed away from giving MVPs to people that just people like LeBron, like Steph. And people are like, oh yeah, they're MVPs. I feel like there's a point where your name is underrated. There's that perfect point where that name recognition is like, Giannis is such a monster. And then like when somebody says LeBron to me, I'm like, yeah, he's good. It doesn't have that zing to it anymore. And I honestly really think that's what the league thinks about these days. It's like, who can they give it to where they'll get the most controversy, the most market growth, and more buys. So, I don't think skill matters much. I mean, you got to be skillful to get the MVP.
Obviously.
But that's why I think Giannis is going to get it. Because, oh my God, back-to-back Giannis MVP? The first European back-to-back MVP? Greek? He's Greek. Isn't that in Europe? Yeah.
Sure.
Market shares. That's what the league's about. I went to school for business. I know this.
So, you think it's going to be Giannis?
Yeah. He's got that perfect amount of zing on his name.
I'd say it's either going to be Giannis or LeBron, just because LeBron's LeBron, you know? Like, well,
that's
yeah,
my
sure.
thought process. LeBron's LeBron. Steph is Steph. You don't get that, oh my God.
I thought you were going to fall.
Keep going with your topics, because the last one is franchise builder.
You don't have any more topics?
No.
Man, you were slacking this week.
Damn straight. I came with a franchise builder idea.
You came up with that 5 minutes ago.
No, I thought about that yesterday. That's when I downloaded the
Alright.
first image.
Is CJ McCollum underrated?
Yes.
Is that because he's on the Trailblazers?
Yes.
I'd have to agree, because I think CJ McCollum's a beast. What do you think is going to help the Trailblazers if he's there next season?
A big man.
I don't know if he's under contract. Is he under contract?
I don't remember. I don't think he's leaving Portland now. Him and Damian Lillard have the brotherhood thing going on there.
Yeah. Damian Lillard being back will definitely help him.
Big man.
Damian, gotta get a big man named Damian.
I don't know what any of them out there are like, but alright. They need a big guy. They need somebody down low. That's good. Like, they have good players over there. Like, Plumlee's pretty solid.
Giannis is going to Portland. No, he's not.
13.5 rebounds. Bro, that team would be a monster. Can you imagine Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, and Giannis?
No, I can't.
They don't have cap space for that, like, financially, but...
Man.
Whew.
Portland would be further up the charts in
100%.
in primetime games.
Oh, they'd have a bunch more TV games a year, for sure.
So I think that's all I had on CJ McCollum.
Yeah, there's not really much going on with him.
Yeah. He had a good game the other night.
McCollum?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Bastard.
I have to edit this. I don't know why you're saying you bastard to me. Dickhead.
Hope that hurt you, Frank.
I did, dickwad. I can't believe we spent 25 minutes on topics. That's pretty amazing.
You know, I can't.
My guy, do this.
Is that him?
That's CJ McCollum. He goes, is that him?
I can't.
That's CJ McCollum.
Leave me alone. You didn't know fucking goddamn. You didn't know something last week. You didn't know a lot last week.
I was sick last week. I was gone. CJ McCollum went for 35, 5 and 5, and 2 steals.
Yeah, he went and played 39 minutes. So that's almost the entire game.
That's pretty solid. 48-minute game.
35 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and they lost.
Obviously, I think that's impressive though. Any little guy, because he's only like 6'2".
Yeah, they lost to the Hawks. Because, and Trae Young went 25, 4, and 15. That's
Trae for you, though.
Those two are solid players.
For sure.
Yeah, it was a very good game, in my opinion.
For sure. Next.
Will Giannis leave the Bucks if they choke in the playoffs again?
I don't think so. I think Giannis has that Dirk-type loyalty, that Kobe loyalty. I think he's there for a long haul. Even if that means he only wins one chip like Dirk.
Giannis is going to be in Golden State next year.
I hope not. If that happens, I'm going to start watching like the CBA.
I think they're going to destroy the 73 win mark if that happens.
If Giannis goes to the Warriors next year, instead of the Putback Podcast covering NBA news, we will officially be covering the Euro League.
That will not be a good time.
No, but I will not watch a fucking league where Giannis, Steph, Clay, and Draymond are on the same team.
Well, Draymond's going to get suspended, so it's fine.
Draymond is a walking suspension in general, so probably.
Because he likes technicals.
Fucking retard, donkey-looking motherfucker. That's his thing, donkey from Shrek. That's what people say he looks like. Don't look at me like I said something racist.
So you don't think Giannis is gonna leave?
No, I think he's got that Dirk loyalty. As long as he wins one chip, he'll be happy.
I heard some talks that he might be going to Lakers. I heard some talks he might be going to the Warriors. Either one of those is really scary.
If he goes to the Lakers or the Warriors, I'm serious. His podcast is turning into the Euro League.
Who would you rather, if you're the Warriors, who do you think would be a better fit? Like, not because of what already happened, but say it's before KD even came there. Who do you think would be a scarier Warriors team? Clay, Steph, KD, Clay, Steph, and Giannis.
Clay, Steph, and Giannis.
You think that's scarier?
For sure, Giannis has more skill. Oh, let me take it back. Giannis is more dominant than KD was. Like, KD has that scoring, but you already have so many shooters. You didn't really have a big guy. I feel like that was the majority of their problem with the Warriors was they didn't have like a big guy. Yeah, KD's 6'10", 6'9", whatever he's listed at, whatever lies he's telling the league. But he had to play center a little bit, and I don't think that was a good look for KD. I think he's a little too small weight wise for center. And Giannis is small weight wise too, but that man is muscle. That man is literally ripped.
It'll be scary.
For sure.
And even if he goes to the Lakers with AD and LeBron, that's scary too, man. Which team do you think will be scarier?
Lakers,
LeBron, Giannis, and AD.
Yeah, that's definitely more
I wouldn't
terrifying.
want to mess with that.
That's definitely more terrifying than Steph and Clay.
But they're all pretty big guys.
LeBron's 6'8", 250, AD's 6'9", 6'10", 240. Giannis is 6'11". He's listed 6'11". I just found that out.
Like, if you put one at the small forward, one at the power forward, and one at the center, that's going to be some pretty irrelevant guards.
What I will say, you can get Avery Bradley on there. It's a good team. What I will say, though, is AD said he won't play center. So Giannis is playing center.
Oh, isn't Giannis bigger than AD?
Yeah, but AD's listed as a power forward. And he played center in New Orleans.
Did he?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Giannis never played center. He plays power forward. They actually have a center start every time. There's normally Brooke. Or Robin, one of the two.
So, even if they... So, if...
LeBron can play small or shooting guard. He'll be alright.
Yeah. Giannis. LeBron probably be like, I'll play center. We won't win the tip-offs, but I'll play center. It doesn't matter.
You know LeBron played center in like 6 or 7 All-Star Year games in a row. Played center.
So moving forward, Curry is on his way back. He was supposed to be back, as you're saying this yesterday, supposed to be back on the 1st. I seen a meme where it's like, he blew a 3-1 return date. I thought that was hilarious. Apparently he didn't.
Bro, it's so old though. Like, that's not even funny anymore.
So, I think he's coming back sometime this week, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to. I think it's only been delayed a few days.
Will the Warriors break our what we thought to be a 21 game ceiling.
Will they break 21 games?
20 wins.
Will they get to 21 games?
Yeah.
And they're at 13 right now?
They are 13-47 as we speak.
They have 22 games to win 8 games.
Yeah.
I think it's doable with Steph on the court.
Yeah. This has been a topic we've brought up in several podcasts about them hitting 20 wins. And it's crazy how far they've fallen because Clay and Steph are hurt and KD's gone.
Well, the KD part doesn't throw me off. Like, KD's gone. But I knew they were going to drop off when KD left. But the Steph and Clay getting injured, that was tough for that team.
Yeah, Clay got hurt in the finals last year, and Steph broke his hand, right?
I don't even remember what Steph did.
Steph hurt himself early on in the season, so that just sent the team right down the drain, which is helpful for them because now they're probably going to win the draft lottery.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're gonna. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna trade the number 1 pick to Milwaukee for Giannis.
That's not a bad deal.
And the guy they just acquired, what's his face? For D'Lo, they got him for D'Lo.
Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, they're gonna trade Wiggins
I
and the
forgot
number
he's on
1
that team.
pick to Milwaukee for Giannis. Watch.
That's a bold take, brother.
That's a very bold take. It's probably not gonna happen, but I can make bold takes. Next segment.
All right, franchise builder. So the point of this segment is we both have this image that I downloaded off of Google. Image is up on screen. You guys can see it. I'll edit that in. And it's a build your team with $15. Different things. We're going to talk about why, and we're going to start center and work our way up to point guard. Arguably, center being one of the most important positions, point guard being the other two. And then, honestly, in my opinion, point guard and center are the most important positions. But we're going to fill in based off what we did, because the original one we had Kawhi as $2. And we found one that's probably more accurate.
Yeah, that first one we could have gotten Clay and
Kawhi
and spent $3 for those two. So
yeah, it's not happening. So these images are a little weird. He's having a hard time seeing some of them. I had explained who a few people were for him last time, so I'm probably gonna have to do that this time.
A little blurry.
Yeah,
I don't know if I need glasses or what.
I need glasses, but I just. Anyway, so we're gonna start with center. The center boxes are $5 Joel, $4 Jokic, $3 KAT, $2 Al Horford, and $1 is Marc Gasol. What are you getting? Marc Gasol?
Marc Gasol.
That's a good way to spend your first dollar. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna actually take Marc Gasol with you.
All right.
That's
So
a
we
good
got $14 left, 4 positions.
Next, $5 power forward Giannis, $4 Blake Griffin, $3 Tobias Harris, $2 is bum ass Draymond, and $1 is Pascal Siakam.
I'm really debating here between the $5 and the $1 because $5 obviously Giannis is great, but $5 is a lot of the salary here. And
That's true.
Pascal Siakam's pretty good.
So keep in mind, this build your franchise. So let's say these guys are on our team for the rest of their careers. Who are you betting with to win you most titles? You gonna take Siakam or Giannis?
Based on other positions, I'm gonna take Siakam.
That's fair. I'm gonna take Giannis.
All right, so
I'm gonna take the Siakam now. He's gonna take the Siakam in the future. They're the same player, but
So I have $13 left. How much do you have left?
I spent $16 of my $15. I have $9.
Okay. Moving forward.
Small forward, $5 KD, $4 Kawhi, $3 Jimmy Butler, $2 Chris Middleton, and $1 is Jason Tatum. I'm spending $1 on Jason Tatum.
That's a pretty good pick. I could do that, but I have some money here. So I'm debating between KD and Kawhi. I'm just gonna go with KD.
Okay, so I spent $7. I have $8 left.
I've spent $7.
So we have $8 left. Beautiful. Shooting guard, $5 James Harden, $4 Clay, $3 Bradley Beal, $2 CJ McCollum, and $1 JJ Redick.
What was $4 again?
Klay Thompson.
I'll go with Clay again. So I have $4 left.
Yeah. You spent KD, right? You did 2 1s and a 5.
Yeah.
I did 2 1s and a 5. I have $8. If I go with Clay, I'm gonna have 4.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said 3. Yikes. All right.
You said 3.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm gonna say Clay on this one too. I have to agree with you. So we both have $4 left. Now we could save some cap for the draft or something, which we're obviously not gonna do. I think that both leaves us with Damian Lillard.
Yeah. No.
Because there's no way in hell I'm picking Kyrie Irving and saving money. If I can spend the money and not have Kyrie, I'm spending the money and not having Kyrie.
But don't you love Kyrie?
No, I can't stand Kyrie. So, my team, I'm going to run over my team real quick. Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, that's $8 right there. $1 on Jason Tatum, $9. $5 on Giannis Antetokounmpo, $14, and then $1 on Marc Gasol. That's my $15.
My team is Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, KD.
Pascal.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened in between the K and the D there. KD, Pascal, and Gasol.
If you had an eye, you can ask the kid. That was a bad joke. Alright, so we will spend our $15. Here's what I want you guys to do. For anybody watching the video, leave a comment down below. Tell me how you would spend the $15. It's going to go up on our Instagram today, the day we're recording this. So, leave it down in the comment section below. Tell us how you build your team out. Alright, next. This is a long-ass episode. We're about 40 minutes into this so far. We do have some things that need to be cut out. But, we have last week's predictions here.
Maybe we should start with this.
We should have started with it, yeah.
Like, break them up. Like, here's our results from last week. Here's.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
what we did last week.
And then at the end of the episode, we do. Here's what we're predicting.
That's a good idea. We'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
So last week's predictions, 76ers versus Hawks. Cole said 76ers with Embiid and Trae Young. I said Hawks with Harris and Collins. Cole was 100% right, and I was 100% wrong. I literally didn't even pick somebody as leading scorer the right way. Next was Mavs versus Wolves. Cole said Mavs with Luka and KAT. I said Mavs with Luka and Russell. It was Mavericks with Tim Hardaway Jr. and D'Angelo Russell. So both wrong on Mavericks.
Yeah, at least you got a leading scorer.
That's right. Next was the Clippers versus the Grizzlies. Cole said Clippers, PG, Ja. I said Grizzlies, PG, and Ja. It was the Clippers with Leonard and Ja. So not Paul George this time. Next, Bucks versus Raptors. Cole obviously had to go with Raptors, Lowry and Giannis. I said Bucks, Giannis, and Siakam. It actually ended up being the Bucks.
Hello, darkness, my old
Middleton and Siakam, not even Giannis.
Yeah, I seen Middleton. I was like, dang.
I think he went for like 20 something. Had to be 20.
I think it was 27. I don't know.
Next, Nets versus Hawks. He said the Hawks with Young and Allen. I said the Nets with LeVert and Young. It actually ended up being the Hawks with John Collins and Spencer Dinwiddie. So
Collins.
that was right. Lastly, the Nuggets versus the Clippers. Cole said Clippers, Kawhi, and Jokic. And I said Clippers, PG, and Jokic. It actually ended up being the Clippers, PG, and Jokic. So 100% right on that one, too. All right, moving into this week's coming up predictions. We have the Grizzlies versus the Hawks, which is
Grizzlies,
two great
Hawks.
PGs going battle. Ja Morant versus Trae Young. So
That's pretty good. I think that's gonna be my pick. There's
John Trae Young. Who wins?
John Trae Young. I'm gonna give the advantage to the Grizzlies.
Grizz, Ja, Young. I'm gonna actually say Hawks because Trae's been going off. But
Trae's a beast.
I
I wouldn't be surprised the least bit if they won.
I have to agree with you on leading score. Next is the Nets versus Celtics.
Jason Tatum, Celtics. Is Kyrie still hurt?
Yeah. Thank God.
Didn't you just... Who did you just get rid of? You just cut somebody, didn't you?
I don't know.
I can't remember who the hell's on your team.
Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, Torian Prince, Jared Allen. Who do you need? Joe Harris, 3-point champion.
We're going to go with Dinwiddie.
Dinwiddie. I am going to say the Nets by contractual obligation, which doesn't exist. I'm going to say Tatum. I agree with that, but I'm also going to say Joe Harris is going to have an amazing shooting night this week.
Joe Harris, huh?
Yeah. 76ers, Lakers.
76ers and Lakers, huh? I'm going to go with the Lakers. Oh, crap. Embiid and what's his face that hurt? Simmons. Embiid and Simmons are hurt.
I forgot about
Tobias Harris. I'm gonna go with Tobias Harris.
Harris. Okay.
And AD, I guess.
AD. I'm gonna say the Lakers. I'm gonna say Harris, and I'm gonna say LBJ. Next, we have the Clippers versus Rockets.
Clippers. I'm going to say Westbrook is going to be the leading scorer for the Rockets. And I'll go PG this time.
Who wins?
I said Clippers.
Oh, my bad. Westbrook and PG?
Yeah.
That's actually what I have written down, too.
Nice.
I'm going to say Westbrook, PG, and I have the Clippers winning over the Rockets. I just don't think James Harden can hold anybody like that. Raptors, Kings. The Raptors had no good games this week, so we're going with the Kings.
Raptors.
I'm going to have to agree.
I'm going to go with Van Fleet. And for the Kings, man, I don't think I've watched one Kings game this season.
Well, Buddy Hield is injured. They have Harrison Barnes. He's a good player.
I guess him, Harrison Barnes.
That's about the only other real good option the Kings have. Next, Lakers, Clippers. I think this should be the last one of the season. They played a lot.
The third one.
Oh, this is the third one?
I think it's the third one.
I feel like this has been in our predictions 3 other times, so I'm not about to go through the book to find out. And some of this was on old paper mail, or old mail paper, so it's in the trash somewhere. That's what my original podcast notes were actually on a piece of mail. I hope I didn't need that mail. I didn't open it before I looked at it. Anyways, Clippers, Lakers.
Clippers, Lakers. I'm going to go with the Clippers again.
Me too. I'm going to say AD this time. I'm sorry, I'm just taking over. AD and PG.
AD and PG, I'm going to go the opposite way.
Kawhi and LBJ?
Kawhi and LBJ.
I had to think, like, what does he mean the opposite way? There's 13 players on an NBA team.
Well,
what do you mean the opposite way?
Well, the sad thing is you knew what I meant, so.
I had to figure it out. The other 2 stars. Duo Battle of Los Angeles.
Again. Do you think the Clippers are ever moving out of that building?
No.
I think they're stuck there.
I think that Kawhi won't be around long enough for them to have a big enough team to move out. Plus, where are you going to put another big-ass stadium in Los Angeles?
Well, I don't know. They seem to find a room to build a giant football stadium, so I'm sure they could find
football
room.
And basketball, 2 different sports.
You've seen the size of a football stadium.
I know, but the reasoning. One's a football stadium, one's a basketball stadium. I know they can both be used for events, concerts, whatever, BS. But they have 2 separate purposes. It's not like they can... I mean, I'm sure they can
I'm just talking about finding space in the city. I'm not talking about what you're talking about.
I know, but there's reasoning behind it.
Are we keeping this in the podcast?
Yes. We're going to argue about spacing in Los Angeles. You want more traffic, Cole, or less traffic?
I live in Pennsylvania. I don't know about the traffic in Los Angeles. So, yeah, anyway. They might move out. Who knows? I think Clippers are getting sick of living in the Lakers' shadow, and Clippers are starting to be pretty good. That's probably just because Kawhi and PG are there right now.
Yeah.
Who knows how long they'll be there?
Hopefully for a while.
Hopefully.
But I think that's about a wrap. This has been another long episode. We haven't had an episode this long in a while. Now some things. 46 minutes. 47 minutes.
I'm glad you can see the timer.
I'm used to looking at the screen. I edit on this.
Make a good point. All
right. Hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. If you did and you're watching on YouTube, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe. Let us know.
If you want me to ask this dude a question and I'll answer it too, I'm sure you don't care about what I have to say, but
I don't care about what I have to say either.
Yeah, if you have a question for us that you want asked on the podcast, put it down there and we might just ask it.
Facts. Also, check us out on all those podcast platforms I mentioned before. I'm not going to say them again because I don't remember all of them. Their links are down in the description below if you just want to listen to us, BS with us. Shout out to the one guy that's watched and liked every one of our Spotify episodes. We appreciate you because it's damn sure not me. I don't have a Spotify account.
I don't have a Spotify account either.
shout out you guys. We appreciate all the support, especially on the All-Star video that got 31 views. Follow us on our social medias at Podcast Putback on Twitter, and then at Putback Podcast on Instagram. Clips and stuff drop throughout the week. I'm on Twitter all the time, BS and bullshitting about basketball. I'm also on the NBA thread on the Putback Podcast Twitter. So if you guys see it and you want to debate, I'm there.
Make sure you check out our Instagram because there might be some new content on there soon.
There's always clips every Sunday of what happened in this podcast. So if you guys want a sneak peek of next week's podcast, go check out our Instagram. I think that's about all we got, right?
I think that's everything, man.
Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Peace out.
Woo!
Jordan's
Jordan's better, bro. Alright, let's not get into that topic.
I'm not debating Jordan, LeBron, or Kobe, or who's the GOAT anymore since Kobe. I was trying to figure out why you got out of scene to drink water earlier. I was like, I'm just going to down some Gatorade right in front of everybody. I care less.
No sponsorships. Anyway.
Sports beverage. Get yours now.
Anyway, moving swiftly onward.